Deep within the heart of the Amazon, a tale unfolds over centuries, where the Yuris and the Pases have lived in isolation, untouched by the threads of the wider human world. In this secluded world, their survival hangs in the delicate balance of halting the relentless march of deforestation. The Amazon, a sanctuary for these forgotten peoples, becomes a living testament to the resilience of those who have chosen to remain hidden in the embrace of the ancient rainforest. In this captivating video, we're unveiling lesser-known facts about the Amazon tribes, a lifestyle and culture that might surprise even the most seasoned travelers. Living in isolation might sound strange, and indeed, it is a reality that persists. Deep within the heart of the Amazon, a tribe has carved out its existence, shielded from the outside world for centuries. This secluded place is home to the Yuris and the Pases, two people who have chosen to remain untouched by the currents of the broader human experience. Stretching across northwestern Brazil and extending into Colombia, Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, French Guiana, France Guyana, Suriname, and Venezuela, the Amazon rainforest is not just a geographical expanse, it's the planet's largest tropical rainforest, renowned for its unrivaled biodiversity. A vast network of rivers, including the mighty Amazon, courses through its depths, painting a portrait of nature's grandeur. Within this sprawling 6.7 million square kilometers, numerous indigenous groups find sanctuary on national forest lands or protected grounds. Yet, amid this diversity, the Yuris and the Pases stand out for their choice to maintain a veil of isolation, a decision that sets them apart from the intricate tapestry of Amazonian cultures. The peculiarities of this hidden tribe remain shrouded in mystery, revealing a realm where time seems to have stood still, far removed from the hustle and bustle of the modern world. As the world continues to evolve, the Yuris and the Pases stand as silent witnesses to the eons, their existence a testament to the enigmatic allure of the Amazon and its secrets. Now, let's continue our journey into the lives of the Yuris and the Pases, referred to as Indigenous peoples in voluntary isolation. Their deliberate choice to maintain a complete lack of contact with the outside world, including neighboring communities, distinguishes them as a unique presence within the vast Amazon rainforest. This intentional isolation is a resolute decision, a commitment to preserving their traditional lifestyles and operating independently from any political or governmental influence. The Yuris and the Pases, though belonging to different ethnic groups, found common ground in the 19th century when they escaped from rubber tappers, embarking on a journey that spanned over 700 kilometers into the Colombian rainforest. This shared history fused them into a collective existence, transforming them into sister tribes that have remained inseparable for over 2 centuries. Estimating the population of these tribes poses a challenge due to legal protections that shield them. Despite this, insights into their lives are gleaned from encounters with neighboring indigenous communities and aerial footage. The current estimate suggests a total population of up to 10,000 individuals, with the majority, about 77%, residing in northern Brazil in South America. The notion of isolation might evoke a sense of protection for these indigenous people, shielding them from external abuse. However, the reality is a stark contrast. In the past, these communities faced exploitation and abuse at the hands of the majority, especially during mining activities that drove them from their ancestral lands. Recognizing these atrocities, government bodies stepped in, granting legal protections and reclaiming lands for the indigenous people. Legal safeguards play a crucial role, emphasizing the importance of shielding both the environment and its inhabitants from exploitation and abuse. The laws further dictate a strict no-contact policy to prevent the spread of modern diseases, underscoring the delicate balance between preserving their unique way of life and safeguarding their health. Remarkably, these indigenous people, despite being aware of the world beyond the rainforest, have chosen to remain uncontacted. The sounds of daily plane travel along the Boa-Leia commercial route echo in the background. Yet these tribes persist in their isolation. Unlike their encounter during the early modern period with colonial settlers and explorers, this awareness hasn't translated into sustained contact. It's worth noting that the term uncontacted doesn't imply an anachronistic state of nature. These indigenous people live contemporaneously with modernity, but in a distinctly different manner. Additionally, within this rich tapestry of isolation, there are groups that consciously chose to withdraw from contact with a majority of non-indigenous society, returning to isolation. Did you know that the isolation of these tribes in the Brazilian Amazon stems from a historical struggle over natural resources? Back in the 1960s and 1970s, Brazil's federal government sought to extract resources from the Amazon jungle, attempting to assimilate and integrate native groups into mainstream society for farming purposes. This endeavor faced both success and criticism, maintaining a mixed state until 1987. It was then that the Department of Isolated Indians within FUNAI, Brazil's Indian agency, successfully secured protected lands, enabling certain groups to persist in isolation until the present day. The Amazon, where this isolated tribe resides, stands as a testament to both the riches of natural resources and the ongoing struggles for preservation and autonomy. The preservation of the isolation of these tribes faces a formidable adversary: deforestation. In 2017 alone, over 144,000 hectares of Amazonian forest succumbed to the relentless force of deforestation, posing the gravest threat to these isolated peoples. Contact between an isolated individual and someone from the non-indigenous world carries profound risks, akin to a dark echo from the conquest era. The introduction of diseases once unknown to these isolated bodies can be triggered by the simplest interaction, such as a settler's innocent sneeze. Beyond the immediate danger of the chainsaw, these groups confront threats from mining activities, livestock expansion, the construction of roads and hydroelectric power plants, and the persistent intrusion of missionaries, anthropologists, and even tourists. This uninvited presence holds the potential to precipitate the disappearance of these isolated communities. Paradoxically, leaving them without their forest is tantamount to depriving them of their means of survival. In response to the mounting evidence of their existence in the Amazon, the National Park System has issued an internal resolution outlining guidelines for potential encounters with isolated individuals. This includes essential precautions like refraining from providing clothing or food and avoiding direct contact to prevent the transmission of diseases and viruses to which their bodies have no immunity. It underscores the delicate balance between acknowledging their existence and ensuring the preservation of their unique way of life. The Amazon, home to more uncontacted tribes than any other region globally, poses a critical challenge. Contact with outsiders, even well-intentioned, could lead to the extinction of these indigenous people. Their decision to remain uncontacted is undoubtedly influenced by the haunting memories of previous disastrous encounters and the ongoing threats posed by the invasion and destruction of their forested home. To safeguard the uncontacted peoples of Brazil and recognize their land rights is imperative, as their existence intertwines with the fate of the forest they depend on. Despite their isolation, there is a desire for positive social connections and trading relationships. However, the fear of conflict or exploitation has largely kept them secluded. Notably, some exceptions exist, where the Brazilian state organization FUNAI collaborates with anthropological experts to operate 15 trading posts within protected territories. Here, tribes can engage in trade for metal tools and cooking instruments, with interventions in place to prevent conflicts and provide vaccinations, recognizing the inherent dangers to the isolated peoples when exposed to external influences. Join us again for more adventures into the heart of fascinating cultures and captivating destinations. Until then, may the Amazonian tribe spirit of resilience, diversity, and warmth inspire your own journeys. Keep exploring, keep discovering, and let the world continue to astound you. Farewell for now, fellow explorers.